Thanks for being here today for this announcement. So, as many of you already, I'm sure everybody in here already knew, Coach Harrell is retiring from his athletic director duties at the end of June. And so this past Wednesday, we completed our search, interviewing applicants that who applied, who we felt were qualified to do that. And so on Wednesday, we decided that we are naming, today's official, but we completed the process on Wednesday, that we'll be naming Coach Matt Powers as our new athletic director. Coach Powers will start on July 1st. I am excited for Coach Powers. I'm excited for our athletic program. Coach Powers has a passion for Cherryville athletics that was very evident during my time here and in his interview, and has got some great ideas about how to just continue the good work that Coach Harrell has already done during his tenure, and just to continue to help Cherryville athletics and move it forward. So as a principal, I'm really excited for our athletic program, for Coach Powers, the leadership that he will show towards our athletic program. I know he's excited to get started, and I think he's going to do a lot of great things. So it's with my pleasure to announce Coach Powers as our new athletic director starting July 1st. At this time, I'm going to let Coach Harrell say a few words. I would like to just personally thank Coach Harrell for his service to Cherryville athletics. He's a true servant leader. He's been great to work with, and I just can't thank him enough. And I slip up because I said work for, because my view of the athletic director is they run the show when it comes to athletics. And so when I show up to an athletic event, I would say to Coach Harrell, what do you need me to do? And he's had things organized and says, run this spot or help here. And he's just done a terrific job. And so thank you, Coach Harrell, for your service, and you will definitely be missed.
Thanks a lot. And welcome to Coach Powers, and all of you worked with him and worked in different aspects of it. And for me going out, I thank all of you coaches personally for what you've done for me to make my job so much better. I tell people when I get to meet throughout the state, I think we have the best staff of coaches in the state, because I think of you as a family. Many of you are from Cherryville, played here, some played for me, and we've got new faces taking over. As out with the old sometimes, as we get older, in with that younger face and that younger person. And we feel like Coach Powers is that right man for the job to lead. And, he's worked with us a long time, but during the spring, he's really worked closely with me, and I appreciate his help. And I know he'll carry on that great tradition of Cherryville Ironman athletics. And man, we're turning it over to a good guy. Congratulations. Take care of all these people, because all these coaches right here are my family. And one thing you know about me, I always care about these people and these coaches, and I want what's best for them. And I know you will too. Congratulations.
Thank you. First, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Hubers and Coach Harrell for the opportunity to lead our athletic program. I've been here for a long time, going into my 20th year. So I'm excited about the opportunity to transition into the athletic director's role. Coach Harrell mentioned it. I've got to spend the entire spring working with him closely and learn about some of the things that maybe I didn't realize that were a part of his day-to-day duties. I know a lot of times in the community or coaches, we only see him at the facilities. We don't see all the work that goes into the process of that. His leadership is unbelievable, and his shoes will be really hard to fill, and I'll just do my best to continue the processes that he's put into place and to continue to grow Cherryville athletics and see what we can do in the future. And I know he's already told me he's just a phone call away, so I know I'll have a great mentor as I step into this leadership. And then as he mentioned, the folks that you guys that are in here that are coaches at Cherryville High School, many of you I've known personally, and we've worked together and collaborated in other things, but I'm excited to see what you guys do with your program, because as a coach, I've always just been vested in my program. I can't wait to get into your places and let you show me the great work you're doing and the successes that you have so that I can continue to positively put those out into our community. And then the next thing I think the big step that will be is just filling Coach Harrell's shoes in the community and the role that he has with our city government, with our county level officials, and stepping into that role and opening up those communication lines so I can get those early morning phone calls from the city or from our county so we can make decisions that positively impact Cherryville High School. I've said that through this whole interview process. It's not about anything else. I'm a Cherryville High School guy. I've lived here and got my first job here, been here this whole time. This is what's home. So I look forward to making sure that Cherryville High School Athletics is continuing to be the best program in the state.
I think we're in a great position. I think the staff is as good as it's ever been. You know, I think we got great people. And our athletic program, it's about all those coaches and student athletes more than us. We just get to watch all these coaches get to do the work and just support them in any way. So I think, you know, all the coaching positions are there and all the pieces are there. It'll continue on with no problem.
Not early on. We have talked, so Coach Harrell's allowed me, like I said, we've worked together this spring, and there are some things that are coming on the horizon. There are things that we've collaborated with that he said these are things that, that are coming up that you need to be looking at. So there will be changes in athletics. Obviously, we have a new realignment coming in the 25-26 school year. We have, the digital world that we live in and the growth of that in our athletics and our communication. So there are things already that have started in that process that are going to grow and change, and that'll happen underneath my direction as athletic director. So there'll be changes, but not, like Coach Harrell said, we have the people in place. And when you have the people, then those other changes are things that you just have, like new ways of communication and things like that. But we already have the people in place. The staff that we have here for our coaches, they're top notch. They're the best around. So we don't have to worry about that process. But we will have some turnover. I expect to, at some point in time, some of the people in this room are going to retire, and they've begun to already put processes in places for their next leadership role. So.
One thing about this place is a family. And if you look at all these coaches, my kids played here, came through here. Coach Powers, you'll see his family here with his kids. Miss Cash right there, Coach Cash has kids. Miss Holt has kids. Kaiser's had kids come through here. Jenkins has. Coach Beam has. Coach Reed has. Coach Tay has. Coach Hebner has. Miss Golden has. Everybody that's what we talk about in family. And some of these younger coaches now have just had babies that, like Coach Freeman, hopefully, those kids are going to be raised right here in our community. So he's the same way. His families are always around in what they do.
We talk about it a lot of times that our kids grow up as the athletes and the other coaches are like uncles and like cousins or like brothers on their team. So that's a part of that huge family atmosphere. So Coach Freeman and I, one of the things, you have seen all those, and those have been great. Coach Freeman and I, and even Coach Treadway has been a part of this process. They were looking at an on-campus weight room, some facilities to try to help make Cherryville High School a better place where our athletes can be given the opportunity that every athlete gets at other schools. So that's one of the things that, we're constantly looking at. Coach Harrell tried that last year and has tried that a few times. We're going to continue to do that. Anytime that one of our facilities needs an upgrade, it'll be one of the things that these coaches need for their facility, and we'll talk about it and we'll try to find ways to make sure it happens for them. Well, that's kind of in the conversation right now about where we would go with that.
Has it been a problem, like having the weight room over there?
Well, it's a thing that we make work. When you have what you have to make it work the best that you can. And so our coaches have used that weight room to make it work for a long time. And we'll continue to use that weight room to grow our kids bigger, faster, and stronger. And then we'll always try to find ways to have Cherryville High School students have the best that we can have for them. Well, I haven't been the track coach. That's one of the positions I haven't had yet.
I know you did wrestling.
I'm the head wrestling coach. I will continue in that role. So that will still be one of my roles. I will not be coaching football this fall just because of the amount of time and work it's going to take as a part of football games and as well as. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to sneak out to the field every once in a while to watch and to be around practice. That's the goal, is to be present for all of these coaches, whether it's track, basketball, volleyball, those are going to be opportunities that I'm going to have to be able to be out there. I'm super excited about our football staff. I'm excited about the guys that are returning. I'm excited about the leadership that we have in place with Coach Bowman. But every one of these people in this room do a great job, and I've watched them from beside them. I've not got to be in there and see them on a regular basis. And now, not being a part of the direct coaching of football, I'll be able to spend a little more time with some of those fall sports that I didn't get to see on a regular basis. And that's I'm excited about that. Like Coach Harrell and I've talked about, I get to actually see what goes on in a practice and see how hard they work and the things that they're doing to make sure their programs are as successful as they can be.
No, I think Coach Powers be fine. With county leaders, we've been very active. Chad Duncan as county AD, but other county leaders have been very supportive to county commissioners when we need stuff. And then Brian Dalton with the city, he's very good to work for. And one good thing about Coach Powers, he's already got a relationship with the state officials. From Brad Alford and Q Tucker, he had a great relationship with Trey. So he's worked with me over the years on calling some of those people. I've had fortunate enough with the Athletic Director Association that I've been very involved in, and was the president of the Basketball Coach Association. And Coach went with us for the first time this year to the AD clinic for the state and met a lot of people around the state. So with his personality, he likes to talk like I like to talk. So he'll be fine meeting people and carrying on those relationships. And that's another good part about this staff, Sometimes we need to make calls. Coach Evner, I can lean on him. He'll make a call, or other people with the city. And, county's real good to us up here, and our city's real good to help. So I don't think any of that will change. It's bittersweet. I mean, I'm excited about the next chapter in life, but I'll miss all these people. These are the people who make my job better, these and the kids. 60 or 70 hours a week don't make it, but these people is what makes it, those coaches that you can have a relationship all the time is what makes it good. So I'll miss that part. But I think he'll still let me come to games. Will?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not going to completely just.
No, I won't disappear. They'll see me around a lot. I can't. I love sports too much to disappear.
Well, obviously we've already talked a little bit about our summer schedule with our coaches. We had a meeting a few weeks back about scheduling our weight room time and our workout times. And these coaches have already worked out their times. Everything's ready to go, whether it's a spring sport, a fall sport, or a winter sport. They're already working and preparing with their schedules, their workouts. Those guys do that. I don't want to be over anything. They have autonomy over their programs, and so I want them to be able to continue to do the things that they do that make them successful. And then whatever I can help do to make that better for them, that'll be the goal. Well, we started that process. Our new football coach started that process with the middle school. I don't know if you saw this, but he went down and had a recruiting day or a signing day for those guys. Made it really exciting for the 8th graders that'll be coming up to play football next year. I know that our volleyball coaches, our basketball coaches, all of our fall sports have already really, our cheerleading coaches have really been involved in those 8th graders that are coming up. So they know we're excited to have them. We want them to participate in sports. We want as many kids to share that opportunity to play athletics at Cherryville High School and between multiple sports so that we can be our best. We want our best players to play all our sports that they can play and that they want to play.